Third time is the charm, Clint. Yeah, for sure. Third time is the charm right now. Like the game wants me to succeed right now. I feel like the game was wanting me to succeed. I'm gonna put these metals up here. I'm gonna have the transport truck drop these metals off right over here. It can hold 45 resources because the game also gave me the tech that makes my truck be able to hold more.
Great dust storm approaching.
It would give me a great dust storm. Go for it. Meanwhile, we still have 0 maintenance to our power. People keep asking me on YouTube because of the YouTube series, but has anybody played the DLC? The new DLC for Kerbal Space Program? Is it making history? Anybody played that yet? I'm interested to hear what you think about it. I'm not gonna move to the version just because mods, but I'm interested to hear what you guys think of it. Anyone who's played it. Build a wind farm on the higher plateau? No, you must be new here. This is attempt number 3. I'm pretty sure the first 2 attempts at this map failed because of wind, because of building a wind farm. You can't manage resources on this map like you can in other maps. This map does not have the same forgiveness as other maps do. So you end up running really low on supplies all the time. And we're trying a different strategy this time. We're trying perpetual, always-on Stirling generator farming instead. Because it's not susceptible to maintenance, and the maintenance cost is what's been killing us. The machine parts always kill us. Like, I'm sitting here, been making fuel this whole time. We've got tons of fuel. Why are they just standing around, though? Hold on, why are the drones just standing around? Where's my... Oh, wait, that's not true. Where's my... Is it not in range? Oh, it wasn't in range, that's why. It's like an RTG kind of thing, but yeah, pretty much, yeah. It doesn't look like a radioisotopic thermoelectric generator. But I guess, to be fair, I've never actually seen a radioisotopic thermoelectric generator in my life, like up close, so it could look like one. Well, I think it's probably time. I could either get, yeah, this is researching. If you're wondering what I'm waiting for this to be done. Then I want to send a rocket down. We'll be in good shape. But once I get this finished, then I can build my extractors. And I'll build them right here without the dome. I probably want to have the dome, like, templated at least. Because I still think I want it here. But is it really necessary to put it here anymore? We could put it over here now. Away from, like, I don't know. This opens up a whole new element. If I don't need my dome right here, then...
Sector scanned.
If I want to get full utility out of this, though, then it's probably a good idea to have people staff it, because they only work at 50%. So under the assumption that I do eventually want to be able to staff these, I could put it here. Or I could actually set up down here, and then just use the tunnel to connect the resources. Dome up by the ground metals. Maybe, but the thing is, with automated AI, I don't even need a dome by the metals anymore. That's the thing, like, the possibilities for the dome open right up, to the point where I actually could maybe get away with the big oval dome. If I can find a spot that's buildable for it. I don't know if I can. We're making fuel. I don't know if I want to bring a rocket down just yet, because I don't know what resources I want for it yet. But I think I want two more of these. One right here and here. I think that's what I want. Also, let's connect this to power. Or I could save up the resources, which I'm running out of machine parts. Like, eventually we're gonna run out of machine parts, but I'm thinking about getting up here, because I already know what our objective is. Our mission objective it's gonna give me is, he wants me to do 30 anomalies by Sol 100. It's already gonna give me, it gives me the same thing every time. I think it goes by sponsor. I think the different sponsors, because India wants you to have 100. India wants you to have 200 colonists by day 100,
Sector
and so does
scanned.
Spacefly. Oval domes only, maybe. It might be a thing. It's not a lot of research, you know. because it happened way down here, like way early in the tree. Getting extractor AI for 1400 science is insane. It's very good. We will need the polymers though, because we're not going to be able to sustain. I might still put the dome here. I don't know. Maybe it's not the best place for it. If they're always on and running, that would mean, I think that would mean that they don't need to. Well, I'd like to see. Once this research is done, I can try and place it and see. It's just gonna take a while. In the meantime though, we're stocking up a ton of stuff. I would actually like to get over here, because I know there's a ton of stuff over here. I'd like to get over here. Oh, there's an anomaly over here. I didn't see you. You snuck up on me there. Yeah, the slower we wait for the extractors to be done. As soon as these are done, I think I'm actually gonna go for the metals first, not the rare metals. I might go for the metals first. We'll see. Rare metals is probably better.
Our initial spectrographic analysis confirmed it. Chromium. To find such a rich deposit of such a rare metal.
Engineering boost, thanks. As much as I'd love to have a deep source, I kind of need to make it to the point where I can use it. So, yeah. Now the Explorer can't do anything yet, so we'll just kind of bring it over here. Yeah, we'll do it, fine. Let's go like this with it. Can have this thing just sit right here. How's that sound? I kind of need to bring resources for that to happen, though. Is there metal in the area? Love the dust on buildings, how they go from shiny to dusty. It's so cool. It's so good. It's immersive. Also, I changed our logo. Maybe this is why we got lucky. I changed the logo. This is the Paradox Interactive logo. Before we had like the rocket ship or whatever, so now we have the Paradox logo. And that might be why we're so lucky this time. Come on, Extractor AI. I really want to get down the social tree, only to see if I can get that. You get 100 plus research from your sponsor. So I almost want to like get one of these. But we could get it if I get over here. Here's another one. Mike, thanks for the follow, man. You watch the VODs on Twitch? I wish Twitch would keep the VODs longer. I understand why they don't, because it's a live network. It's a network for live, but I wish they would keep them longer. Mine stay for 60 days. I'm Prime, so yeah. I think Twitch, if we're Twitch Prime and you're a caster, I think your VODs stay for 60 days. Which is, I think, a pretty good amount of time, but it means that YouTube has a function, right? It just means that YouTube has a place, and it's store my VODs.
Milestone achieved.
Squirt gun. I know that reference. Charlie, you can never come back. You can never come back. So good. Well done. You have to be. You just. There's gonna be a few people. See, look. Sweet. We don't need the dome anymore. Oh, that's good. That's so good. Drop this as close to the. Yeah, just put these. See, I want to also be sure that I can get the. I want to be sure I can get this. So let me put this here. And put this over like this. And then the concrete extractor can still fit, right? Yeah. Good. 317. We can get 317 out of it. 318. Okay, good. So these two can fit there. So we pop a drone hub right here, right? Put a rare metals extractor here, and then we just have our rocket land and take off, land and take off, land and take off. And we could just keep funneling things in and just brilliant. I love it. If you're new here and you're just stumbling on the stream, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. My name's Charlie. I play strategy games. I play games that make you think, games that take a little bit of extra effort to make happen. I also like to incorporate my audience into the game at any point in time, or whenever I can. Things like XCOM making you guys soldiers, things like RimWorld making you guys colonists. I would do it here. I would do colonists for this game too,
Anomaly
but
analyzed.
the colonist management system in this game sucks, so I'm not gonna bother with it. But other than that, yeah, if you guys like a guy that overthinks things a lot, talks a lot, and tries his best to give you one hell of a show. I hope you agree with me when I say you're in the right place. And if not, well, I'm always open to suggestions on how I can improve. We're gonna be without colonists for a bit. We're gonna see this. We can do this
Sector
unmanned for a bit
scanned.
longer now.
Anomaly
So
found.
I don't think we need to rush colonists now, because when we introduce colonists, that's when we start to die. I'd rather not, you know, die. Every time we introduce colonists, it's like, oh, cool, colonists are here. Well, you guys got about 100 souls to live. Good job. Storage space is full. Well, let's get... I have a drone hub. Yeah, because I brought it and I've been waiting to place it. Yeah. Let's get another concrete deposit. Because we don't want this thing broken down, not doing anything while it deteriorates. Buildings do. This was a question in the last stream as well. Buildings do deteriorate when they're powered down. They also deteriorate when they're not doing anything. Reason being is because deterioration is entirely dependent on dust. The dust is what deteriorates your stuff. So it doesn't matter if it's running or not, it's still going to deteriorate. It gets accelerated if you have like two of these extractors next to each other, because they throw dust up in the air, and so then they get dust on other things and they accelerate the process of nearby structures. But this tunnel, because it's broken as hell in this early version of the game, requires no maintenance. So I can put it as close as I want. It's really nice. Drone swarm. I'm waiting for this to build the drone hub because it will give me an additional 2 drones for free. All right, let's build you. Let's put you down right here. Then we're gonna build that tunnel. Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now, actually. I'm just gonna commit. Gotta learn how to commit. I think right here. That's fine by me. I need to know where's my pipe gonna go? Where's my pipe gonna go? Am I gonna take it around this way? Come on. Yeah, like that. Oh! Come now. Yeah, right, like, I'll do it like, maybe like this instead. Yeah, and then the other side of the tunnel will come out over here. So broken. Look how close I can even get. There just might be resources up here. So, like, you have to be careful, because I haven't scanned the region yet. This might be good, though. We're gonna do that. We're gonna put a tunnel right there. That is our tunnel to get up there and get that research. Actually, I don't need this pipe yet. But I already built it. Yeah, it's just more maintenance, though. I think tearing it down is probably... Yeah, I'm gonna tear it down. I know I spent the metal, but I'm gonna tear it down. It's not needed yet. Only do things when they're needed. Can you put 2 extractors on 1 mine, actually? Yes, I can. Yep. Those extractors will kick dust up on each other, though. So you have to put them far enough apart to where they're not gonna get dust on each other. But you can, yeah. And I might do it if it wasn't a huge power commitment. But the fact that they're automated is, like, super good. All right, let's get this started. So this requires 5 machine parts, 20 metals. 5 machine parts, 20 metals. I believe I have that. Let's bring it down. Now, what I don't have is enough power to run it, I don't think. Explorer, I need you to charge your batteries here and get ready to go into the tunnel. Transport truck, bring me metals, which we're really low on, actually. Ooh, 56 is all that's available. Can I move the storage? Yeah, I can move the storage bin. I don't want to yet, but I can. The fact that the storage is right here, in between these 2 tunnels, means that no matter what side of the tunnels I'm on, no matter where I decide to go, as long as I can go through a tunnel, I can get to resources really quickly and move. So it's sort of like my central point, which is fitting since it's the center of the map, but I will eventually have a supply up here and all that stuff, but this power strategy is different. We don't need our power farm to be up with us, which means we can spread things out. We might be able to have a couple of domes up here purely for science, which actually might be the better idea. Getting a dome set up for science could be good, but as soon as you introduce people, you introduce a load of power requirements. So I'm trying to avoid. And currently we're producing a 25 surplus. These are each gonna take 5, 8 in the winter, or 8 when there's a cold, which is fine. We have the overhead. So we have 25 power right now that we do not, wait, no, we're generating 40 power right now for free. We never have to maintain it. Very cool. These have all been brought the metals that they need. They're just waiting for the machine parts. It's good, because if the meteors hit over there, they're not going to wreck them, because they're not built yet. So that works well for me. I'm all right with that. Let's get the rover back where it's supposed to go. Explorer can't go where it needs to go yet because of this. Ooh, Oval Dome. I don't know. I don't know about the Oval Dome. I'd have to spend the time to research it. I think I have better things I can research than the Oval Dome. Especially when I don't know how big it is. I may not even have like good enough space for it. Plus, it probably requires a ton of polymers to maintain. Like this whole plan is that our power management, our ongoing maintenance for power, is purely one resource, and it's a resource that we can produce on the surface of Mars for just water. Like power and water, that's all polymers takes. Stop, 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 stop. Don't build these. Don't build them. Go back down. Don't build them. We're not gonna construct anything during a cold snap. That's not happening. What do I see as potential mods, says BCracked. I don't know about potential, because I don't know the code. But what I'm hopeful for mods. Primarily, I would like something that gives me colonist management. Like better colonist management. I want to be able to pull up a list of my colonists and find them just by hovering, similar to the way Prison Architect does it. I'd like that a lot. I don't want to have to click a particular house or apartment and then hover over top of them. Like colony management, the individual colonist management in this game is really poor. Colony as a whole, as like a broad macro view,
Anomaly found.
It's great, but the micro view needs a lot of work in this game because it's not the point of it, right? They did it because that's not the point of it. The point was never to have individual colonist management. It's not like RimWorld, but I wish they had that. I wish I could, for example, see when a child is born, I'd like to know who the parents are and be able to like follow them in a family tree. I'd like to be able to see why that kid has certain traits and what traits they got from one part of the parents or whatever, right? I'd like to see that part. I'd like to know like who dies, because you can rename a colonist, but you can't really follow them very well, you know? The whole point of renaming a colonist is sort of develop that relationship, you know, be like a more of a personal relationship with your colonists. And I can't do that because this game doesn't really have that. You can see when your first colonist dies, and then that's it. And then from that point on, you only really get notified if somebody commits suicide or they die of some other cause for the first time. And it's just like, it's not what I'm looking for, you know? So I wish they need something like that. That'd be a really great mod. Do you think they may be a better balance for the tunnels if they could break from a meteor or earthquake or something? I think to balance the tunnels, you need to decrease the travel time from entrance to exit, because right now it's so fast. Like if you imagine how quick it would take for my Explorer, like assume that this is flat ground, okay? Watch this. Assume that this is flat ground from here to here, okay? How much time it would take to drive this distance, okay? Go, and he's there. Way too fast. Again, ready, go. He's there. Needs to decrease the travel time. Second thing, needs to introduce maintenance. I wouldn't say machine parts is appropriate for the tunnel, but I would think a large concrete maintenance cost would be appropriate, or a metal. That would make it very expensive to do a tunnel, and it would make it to where you have to really think about your placement for them. Because right now, they're so, like, it's so good. You basically don't even need to, if you have enough resources, right? Eventually, if you work yourself up to the part where you have enough resources, you're not worried about it, you have a great economy, you could effectively replace all of your water pipes and all of your power cables with tunnels. It sounds weird, but it transports water, oxygen, and power for free, no maintenance cost, without any chance of ever breaking down or malfunction, no leaking potential. And it does it over long distances for the same cost. There's no cost scaling for the, that's another thing you could do too. You could increase the cost for the distance. So if I make a short tunnel, it costs a lot less than if I make a long tunnel, right? And that's another thing people could do. But I think tunnels are too powerful right now.
Sector scanned.
Oh, this is so good. It's just gonna keep making metals at half efficiency, but it's gonna just keep doing it. And we still have a 20 power surplus. Oh god, this is so good. We need to eventually get yet another tunnel. If we put a tunnel here, all to here, then I can have a drone hub here, and we could just have a truck system that moves back and forth and just carries all the resources. If you guys like what you see, if you guys are entertained, if you like what you see, you want to make sure that you maybe know when I'm live again. I don't have any bots or anything like that in the chat that can pester you and take up space in the chat for it. I'd rather just ask you myself. So if you like what you see and you think this is worth your time, consider dropping a follow. It takes one click, and then you might be able to experience it again sometime. You'll always know when. The schedule and stuff is down below the stream. Why don't you stream on YouTube? I did for about 9 months, 10 months. I've always thought that Twitch was the superior platform for live. And I've always thought that. But the biggest thing that kept me from being on Twitch initially was two things. One, because I got ad revenue at YouTube, which was not the main thing. The main thing that was getting me was transcoding. YouTube transcodes my videos. Doesn't matter how big I am, how many people are there, they transcode my streams. Twitch doesn't, unless I get lucky, or now that I'm an affiliate, I get a little lucky more often. But this stream, for example, today's stream, I had to restart it twice. Resorty, coming over that host. How are ya, man? Anyway, so what I was saying is the reason why I ultimately chose YouTube was because they transcode. I wish Twitch would transcode everyone's stream. I wish they would. I don't know if they just don't have the resources for it. I'm not privy to that kind of information, of course, but I wish they would. This stream today, for example, we restarted the stream twice. I started it once. I look at my dashboard. It says 900p source, and that's it. I go, nope, didn't get transcoding this time. Wait till a few people show up. Stop it. Start it again. Nope, didn't get transcoding this time. Stop it. Start it again. Now I have it. Once I have transcoding, I'll stream. I will never stream without transcoding. When I stream, that is the #1 thing that's important to me. I want my content to be as accessible to other people as possible. That's why I do it. If I don't have transcoding, I don't stream. So I will restart a stream sometimes a dozen times if that's what it takes for Twitch's system to select me for transcoding, and then I will do it. That was the reason why I wasn't streaming on Twitch. But anyway, they offered me affiliate, and then I kind of went, well, that sounds great. I'm going to do that. Because one of the benefits of being an affiliate is that you get slightly more prioritization for transcoding, and that's why I chose to do it. Dome. I would do the dome, but like there's no rush to do it. And I love the fact that there's no rush to do it right now. What I need to do though is I need these guys to get these resources in the rocket. There's 12 here and 13 here. Almost a full load for this rocket, which is pretty nice. So we're gonna wait just a little bit longer. Can you actually pick these up? Oh, you can. Oh, you can do it direct. Okay, never mind. We don't even need the drones to do it. That's perfect. So this is how you earn money in this game. There's these rare metals that aren't found on Earth, and you send them back to Earth on the rocket, and then you sell them, and that's how you get money. Normally, you'd need to have people for that, but yeah, like I said, we got really lucky. Runs out of storage for machine parts. No, I won't do that. So the Paradox Interactive sponsor starts with 1 rocket, right? Yes. Can you buy a research more eventually? You can buy a rocket. You can buy a rocket anytime. You don't have to wait. You can buy it anytime you want. Provided, of course, you have $3 billion. Ooh, they're expensive. They're expensive, those rockets. And a lot of these breakthroughs I have here are for people, though. So I'm kind of focused on this stuff for a second. Get my economy in order and make sure. This needs to get done, and then I think we're good. But when I bring people here, I want to start making polymers as fast as possible. Because once I make polymers, then I can sustainably make my own generators. And if I can make my own Stirling generators, it's game over for power. I'll be fine. As soon as I can make my own Stirling generators, I'm fine. Because before, our wind farm, for example, like a wind farm, you'd think, oh, put a wind farm on the top, you have plenty of power. Yes, and you do, and it works beautifully for about 80 souls. Then you get to this point where, okay, I only have one rocket, and I have very limited resources. I'm running out of machine parts and metal. So I can make more wind farm, but that's just gonna exacerbate my machine parts problem. Or I should go solar, which is gonna exacerbate your metals problem. And so you have to choose how to balance your power, and eventually you run out of water, because there's not a whole lot of water in this location either. Eventually you'll run out of water, and then you'll have to seek more water somewhere else, which requires a huge investment in moving that direction and making sure you can obtain that water. And that investment it's a very hard expense. So the fact that I can do these unmanned with nobody here right now is a huge chunk. But I think I am getting close to the time where I want people. I'm getting close. I'm just gonna wait just a little bit longer because I have this as an advantage. Normally this tech for AI and these extractors is way down the tech chain, but the breakthroughs allow you to get resources that you otherwise wouldn't be able to get right now, and sometimes for a lot cheaper. That's what happens with breakthroughs. They're just random though, you don't get to choose. That's what's really awesome. Stirling is the way to go. I think so, man. Like Stirling is, the Stirling generators, like I said, it's a huge upfront cost. I've spent 1.6 billion on power, and I'm only generating 40 power a day, or 40 power an hour for 1.6 billion. It's ridiculously expensive. That money I spent could get you like 30 wind turbines. But those 30 wind turbines would need maintenance all the time, and it ends up costing more over time. Eventually, the wind turbines, over time, end up costing significantly more money than the initial investment you put in the Stirling generator. When you're thinking about power generation, as long as you expand your base in a way that paces that expansion to your power, as long as you can afford the power, you can afford anything, right? Power is your stop all, but it's also your enable all. As long as you can afford the power, you can afford anything. So as long as you pace your expansion to power. Right now I have a 20 power surplus. Great. I can afford a dome. I can afford housing. I could even afford, as Chippy Dip said earlier, I could even afford the apartments, right? It's 12 power, I think is what he said. I could even afford that because of my overage. But in the event that I go too fast, and I'm like, oh shit, I went too fast. I need more power. And my power strategy doesn't work, right? I can't just produce a Stirling generator. I gotta ship it later, right? Or I can build it. If I can get to the point where I can build it, great. But until then, I need polymers, because then I can open all of them up and get double the power as long as I can maintain it, right? So I need to be able to maintain it if I'm opening them up. So I'd like to get to the part where I can start making polymers, and I can see no cheaper solution to that than being able to build my own factory for it rather than shipping it. So once I get this, my next rocket will only take 80 fuel instead of 100. Great. I don't need these two, so I actually should switch this. As soon as I get hydrosynthesis, I think we're golden. At that point, we're golden, because I can make my own refineries and I can make my own polymers. At that point, it just becomes a race to just manage oxygen and water, which you can do, provided you have the power to do it. Yeah, I don't think Stirling generators are really overpowered, though. I think they're offset by cost. It's like any game. When you have something that's super powerful, it's offset by cost. This is overpowered. The tunnels are overpowered. Watched a few different streams of Surviving Mars. It looks quite challenging, even at 240%. It's all about just kind of understanding how things relate to each other and trying to figure out how to move resources around which best fits your colony. But the beautiful thing I love about this game is that you can expand at your own pace. It's not like RimWorld, where game starts, okay, do things or your guys die. You know? You can take your time with this. You can plan things out. You can say, okay, what do I need here? The only downside of doing that is that your equipment takes ongoing maintenance even while you're sitting around, even if you power it down. You can't delay maintenance. It's always a fixed schedule. Why are you guys not doing this? Why are you not fixing it? 2 machine parts, 2 machine parts, 10 machine parts. Do you actually have to sit them down in order for them to do it? Yeah, I guess you do. They won't take it out of the truck. That's odd, but all right, fine. I'm gonna land these, right? I'm gonna land these down here. We're gonna build that tunnel. How many do I have? 26. Yeah, so I have 26 spares. I have 30 spares. We're fine. We're building the tunnel now. This tunnel is gonna be right here. Right. Should I go this side? I think we'll go this side with it. Like there. Then the other side of the tunnel will be all the way over here. And this is what I mean by tunnels being too powerful. They don't stack, they don't scale with distance. They need to scale with distance. This tunnel should be incredibly expensive.
Research complete.
It should be stupid expensive to make such a stupidly long tunnel, especially when it goes way uphill and all that stuff. But it doesn't. It costs exactly the same amount of resources as the other tunnel does. That's why we build it, because it's stupid expensive, or it's stupid cheap compared to what we're doing. I say this on a 535 map that's kicked my ass twice. It's too easy to build tunnels. It's way too economically feasible. It's way too good of a value. How much resources are available here? Look at this gloriousness.
Breakthrough discovered.
Wireless power. What the frick? Recharge station services drones in a 3 hex range instantly. I was kind of hoping that was something different. Like I didn't need to run cables anymore. That would have been great, you know? Like just completely, hey, by the way, cables can't break down now because you have wireless power. The oval dome is 2 small domes mashed together. Oh. Oh. That's actually not that bad. Maybe the oval dome is what we'll do. Yeah, you know, the picture does kind of look like 2 domes, so it could be like here and then here. Oh, that would fit. That would fit really well, wouldn't it? Oh, guys, I think we're gonna do that. Oh, I have to do it, don't I? I'm gonna cover up this concrete deposit, but it's only 452 concrete. We still get the high one here, which is 2450. Oh, I gotta do it, guys. I got to. The problem is it's gonna cost me 100 polymers to make it. And it probably costs a lot of polymers to maintain it.
Dust storm approaching.
There's tons of fuel here. Like, we're so ahead on fuel. We have 180 fuel in storage. You know, the only restriction we have is money. The money is the problem now. And the fact that there's only 2 drones on this because the other drones are just out of range. Oh, that's weird. How about we do that? They're in range now, aren't they? Yeah. All right, transport car. Bring the metals. No, go get these. Bring the metals.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Anomaly found. We'll get it. Bring the metals. Oh my god. There's 40 of them, guys. Oh, we can't lift off because of the dust storm. Oh, I could have lifted off before the dust storm if I was just paying attention. It's okay. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. Let's get, I don't know if we need the rare metal storage up here. We can start landing rockets up there, but we have so much fuel down here. I'm just gonna land the rockets down here. It takes like no time at all to make one of these. I think I'm gonna get an RC rover. I have a drone hub in storage right now. Like I could drop a drone hub up there just fine, but it takes electronics as maintenance. And I'm trying to I'm trying to limit maintenance. Maintenance is the thing I want to try to manage in this map. So I want to see how little maintenance we can do. And let's take Katie Cat and bring her here so that she can maintain these, because these need maintenance. It's the thing I'm trying to limit right here. But we have 35 machine parts now. It's fantastic. It's very good news. Bring the RC car back over here, and let's have you get this. So these different icons, they do different things. Like this one could be like a resource that we find, or it's some sort of anomaly that is for the Mars Gate, which is the mission, the mystery that we solved. It could be that. I'd rather not start that yet. So I'm gonna focus on this. When we started the map, this was 30 rare metals, which is pretty nice. But the likeliness of that being 30 rare metals again is pretty low. We're still getting scanning boosts for this because of the sensor tower over here. Probably should put a sensor tower over here now. Wouldn't be half bad. I might just actually lay one in here. Right there. And then we'll get drones to come up and bring it up. Okay, rocket can lift off, and it will. Goodbye. We'll build that sensor tower. It'll increase scanning speed even further then.
There's more to the barren environs of the red planet than meets the eye.
Oh man, we got
A
drone
veritable
printing.
treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge.
Battery optimization and drone printing. Drone capacity battery increased by 50%. And the drone printing is sweet, but it takes more electronics. I think I need to go down the physics tree more. I think it's over here where I need it. I'm gonna have... I can't. I need to wait for this. Our research is so slow. It just looks like
Meteor
nobody's...
incoming.
This is, oh my god. This is what I was worried about.
Cable fault reported. Pipe leak reported.
Okay, now... Does it... It didn't hurt the generators. That's what I was worried about, is whether it would hurt the generators. Now, maybe if it hits more direct, it will. But I was like, no, my generators. Nope, it just took out the water. Totally fine. Needs to be repaired. All this stuff needs to be repaired. Yep. I just need to get the... I need to get this up first. Come on. Drones, let's go. I'm all the way over here. Get that done first, and then we're good. We have tons of fuel. I don't even need to worry about that equipment down there. I probably will get another rover. It is more expensive, but it requires no maintenance, which is the point that DMI was making before, which is a good point. The problem I have with it, though, is that it doesn't help me in the whole area. I can't just, like, land a rocket and have it work. You know, I'd like to be able to just have a rocket and not have to move my rover all the time, but moving the rover isn't that big of a deal. And the rover still does suck power, but I suppose it doesn't suck the same amount of power as everything else does. Wait a minute. Did you not have to use this? Why didn't you have to use that? Interesting. Right, we have an electronic just sitting out, so come and get that, Kit. Kit has the electronics. Good.
Funding
Go on back to
received.
the tunnel. Back to the tunnel. 720 million! Yeah, baby. RC rovers can break down from dust devils. Yes, they can, but so can everything else, right? So can everything else. So can the drone hubs and all that other stuff. Like they all break down. I'm gonna bring 5 more electronics. If we're gonna try for the oval dome, I don't think we are. I'll bring the rover car. I can't afford another generator, but that's okay. I don't need it right now anyway. More machine parts. Go!
We've discovered a magnificent vista at the site of the anomaly.
Oh, I think this is our quest line now. I didn't want this. Maybe not. Oh, maybe not. It says we've discovered a magnificent anomaly. Even after watching the cold splendor of the red planet for so long, Mission Control was awestruck by the beautiful footage provided by our intrepid reconnaissance vehicle. 50 new applicants are available on Earth. Good. Never mind. Everything works out as planned. Come on. Boost, boost, boost. Look at how fast that's scanning. Yes. Next tunnel we build will be over here, and then that'll get us down to this low ground, and then we'll be able to go pretty much anywhere except over here. If we want to go over here, we'll just take a tunnel and go this way. So many tunnels.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Hello. How are you? Take the research first. That's why we do it. This is why we do it. This is why we do it. You guys, you get it. You get it. You don't need me to sing for you. You don't want that. That's not why you come here. Foolish people. Why do you come here? How many of you guys came here from a YouTube video? And how many people have come here because they saw in a Twitch browser? I'm actually curious to know how people are discovering the stream. That'd be really nice to know. So I can, leverage it and use it against you. Raise his hand. I did. Me. Yay. So, all of you who are All of you are here from YouTube. Welcome. You have all fallen victim to my evil plan to get all of you who are following me on YouTube, all near 13,000 of you, to come to Twitch. See, you've all fallen victim of my clearly devised plan.